Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope everything is fine at your end. Today we are going to study family Cucurbitaceae, which is commonly called cucurbites or the ground family, in our course Plant Systematics and Development. So let's start. Distribution pattern of the family Cucurbitaceae. Actually, this family is very large family consisting about 120 genera and 965 species. Out of this, only 17 genera and 32 specific and intraspecific taxa present in Pakistan. They are mostly distributed in tropical countries and poorly represented in temperate regions. According to the Anglo and Frontier system of classification system of Cucurbitaceae, this family is placed under kingdom Plantae, division Angiospermae, class Dicotyledone, order Cucurbitalis. Now come to discuss the morphological characters of the family, starting with the vegetative character. Habit-wise, mostly they are annual or the perennial herbs, rarely shrubs, like in Acanthus, or a small tree like Dendroceus. Usually trailing, climbing by means of tendrils. Annual or the perennial herbs or the undershrubs prostrate or climbing, mostly with simple or branched tendrils. Tendril means a slender thread-like appendages of a climbing plant, often growing in a spiral form that stretches out and twines around any suitable support. Right? So tendrils is present in climber to support the plants, and it is a spiral like structure. Leaves. Usually the leaves are simple and alternately arranged leaves. Petiolate leaves having a stalk with leaves, and petiole long and hollow. Lobed or pinnately divided leaves, rarely the compound leaves. Exstipulate, that is the stipulate is absent, and the palmately veined leaves. Right? Palmately veined leaves. Lamina entire or palmately, and the tendrils present in the axil of leaf or the opposite to the leaf. In Acanthus, the leaf are absent but thorns are present. Right? Now come to discuss the floral characters of the family. Inflorescence. Inflorescence means the group of flowers present on the stem. It shows great variation in flowers are usually solitary, means single flowers are born in the on the stem, or sometimes they are racemose. Racemose means older flowers born on the lower side and the younger ones on the upper side, while or sometimes they are cymose panicles like in Actinostigma. Inflorescence paniculate, racemose, umbellate, or the subumbellate, or flowers are solitary. These are the conditions which are present in the plants belonging to the family Caesalpiniaceae. Flowers are mostly regular. Regular flowers means they are actinomorphic. They can be cut down from any plane equally, or mostly they are unisexual. Male and the female flowers are different, and rarely bisexual flowers present when the male and the female organ are present in the same flowers, that is the anthers or the androecium and the stigma, style and ovary are present in both in same flowers. These are the rare. Bisexual condition is the rare condition present in the families Cucurbitaceae. So the unisexual condition are present generally. Incomplete flowers, because they are unisexual flowers, so the flowers are incomplete. Epigynous flowers. Epigynous means the ovary location is below the calyx and corolla. So the ovary is present below the calyx and corolla. This condition is called the epigynous condition. Flowers are usually large and showy. Some flowers are small. Mostly flowers are white or yellow. And the flowers are pentamerous, means they have 5 sepals and the 5 petals. As we discussed, the flowers are usually unisexual, means the flowers having staminate flowers and the carpellate flowers. Staminate flowers means they have only stamens, and the carpellate flowers means they have only ovary. But sometimes the flowers are hermaphrodite or the bisexual, and usually they are born on the same plant. Male flowers or the staminoid. Staminoid flowers or the male flowers consist androecium. So they are incomplete flowers having calyx, corolla and androecium, and sometimes they have reduced gynoecium or it is absent. Calyx are usually 5 and they all are gamosepalous condition. Sepals are pointed and rarely petalloid, and campanulate shaped. Aestivation of the sepals or the calyx are imbricate. Corolla consists of 5 petals. Gamopetalous condition. So the staminate flowers consist gamosepalous in the gamopetalous condition and pentamerous condition. Sepals are pointed while the gamopetalous united at the base, sometime in the genus Momordica, or throughout united in the genus Cucurbita or the Coccinea. Polypetalous condition is also present in genus Lupha and Legionnaria. May be campanulate shaped and imbricate aestivation, or sometimes valvate aestivation is also present. Androeciums consist of 5 stamens, sometimes free or combined to form a central column. Anthers are 2-celled or the diathecous, and all the anthers are extrose. Extrose means they come out from the flowers and dehiscence longitudinally or in curve. Female flowers are fewer in numbers than the male flowers. What is the reason behind this? The reason is the chances of loss in male flowers, like stamens and the pollen grains, can be lost before to reach the stigma. But this condition is not repeated in female flower. So the female flower is few in number as compared to the male flowers. The female flowers consist calyx, corolla and androecium, and sometimes they have 3 to 5 androecium, but they are not functional, but usually they are absent. Calyx consists of 5 sepals. They are also gamosepalous condition and with imbricate aestivation. Corolla are 5 in numbers, gamopetalous condition and the imbricate aestivation. Staminodes usually 0 in female flowers, but sometimes they are function as 3 to 5 in bisexual flowers. Usually the gynoecium tricarpellary means the carpels are 3 in number. Syncarpals means their carpal walls are fused to each other. Ovary are inferior like this. They are in ovary are born below the sepals and the corolla. Unilocular condition means locules are one with parietal placentation. Parietal placentation means they have ovules attached with the margin of the ovary. Ovary appear ovary appear trilocular. Fruits are soft, fleshy, indehiscent, or either a berry or the pepo fruits. Fruits sometimes very large in size, like in Citrullus benincasa or the cucurbita species. In Ichabolium, the fruit is highly turgid when ripe and dispersed is by explosion. Now come to discuss the floral formula of the family. Here the example is Cucumis sativus. They are unisexual flowers. The male flowers contain bracts. They can be bracteate or ebracteate. Actinomorphic flowers. Both are actinomorphic flowers. Male flowers represented by this symbol. The calyx are 5 and the gamosepals or the united sepals. Corolla consists of 5 petals and the gamopetalous condition, showing hair, right? But here the androecium is 2 plus 2 plus 1, right? 5 androecium in different ones. But in female flowers androecium is 0, and here in male flower gynoecium is 0. The gynoecium is absent, and here the androecium is absent and gynoecium is trilocular, syncarpous, and the ovary is inferior. Economically important plants. Cucurbites consist of the largest group of the tropical vegetables, consisting bitter gourd, bottle gourd, cucumber, Indian squash, ivy gourd, cackerel, muskmelon, pumpkin, summer squash, winter squash, spongy ground, snack ground, pointed ground, watermelon, and the wax or the ash gourd. So students, this is all about the family Cucurbitaceae. Thank you so much for being with me. Allah Hafiz.